Honorable Sam George Abe disclosed how the LGBT community are fighting him back for trying to make the act illegal in Ghana. Moment share this short video. Say
as we speak now, I can't change $1 anywhere in the world.
Really?
Yes. They've put me on a money laundering list. They claim I'm laundering money for evangelical conservatives in the US. So I can't change, not anywhere, and I've done some travels in the UK and Dubai. I can't change because when I say who got change here, you better swipe your passport. Yeah, swipe your passport now. Now when we say
Sam George.
Now when we say cashier, then they hand your passport back to you and I.
According to Honorable Sam George, he has been placed on money laundering lists across the world. An allegation on him or say this is because of his constant fight against the legalization of LGBTQ, otherwise known as Trυmυ Trυmυ, in Ghana. According to him, he has been to UK and now official letter to even open an account. Now so UK system no am permitting or say oko Dubai so he tried to change into their currency. Now so because of his name on the money laundering list, an allegation on him Chese yan change mano. Now sending a strong warning to Attorney General against the legalization of LGBTQ. Say he will make the act illegal in Ghana. To has also added some interesting revelations against the LGBT community and what is happening currently in Ghana in regard to that. To out. Mumienko tie the okan emra okopie mu ewo Asempa FM. Nefo adwenche efa comment section no. Emai ne ekai wo say Vimbas TV so ena we.
My final question to you, Sam, would be, sir, earlier you made a point, sir, through this advocacy, people don't know the sacrifices you've had to make, and some of the losses are when you're personally. Do you mind to share a movie?
Oh, I'll write a book after, and I'll chronicle, and especially when we are done. But I mean, and it's not just me. It's
colleagues,
yeah. You've forgotten, and I can make reference to some because they are already public. Yeah. So he was rejected a visa to Holland.
Yeah, Mekai.
And the reason for rejection was that he lacked social ties to Ghana. A member of parliament, sitting member of parliament, lacks social ties. And so on that particular matter, I had to tweet at the Dutch ambassador and tell him that I was also going to make a list of all Dutch businesses in Ghana and call for a boycott of all Dutch businesses. Then he came back and said, and made for me what was the most silly excuse ever, that it was an administrative error. Then I sent back a tweet to him and said, that even shows how poor he is at being an ambassador. If an application of a diplomatic passport holder coming from the office of the Speaker of Parliament for an official trip can be subject to an administrative error, what is happening to several other ordinary Ghanaians who are paying so much and you are rejecting them visas? Are we to assume that there's so much administrative error there? The next day they granted him the visa.
Wow.
I went to do a program in LSE, for example. I needed a student account. The university gave me a letter.
Yeah.
The bank refused to open an account for me.
In the UK?
Yes. As we speak now, I can't change $1 anywhere in the world.
Really?
Yes. They've put me on a money laundering list. They claim I'm laundering money for evangelical conservatives in the US. So I can't change, not anywhere, and I've done some travels in the UK and Dubai. I can't change because when I say who got change here, you better swipe your passport. Yeah, swipe your passport now. Now when we say
Sam George.
Now when we say cashier, then they hand your passport back to you and like as though we, and they're like, no, we can't change for you. Sorry.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
In the Utukaya, what do you do?
Masa, you have to find the currency of the country. I go Nibia, Udruwa. I just oko pega na nibi na obobe panicho na onko sesama na bibi, or you use your bank card. I can't travel money. You travel and you get pulled out. Even when I travel my diplomatic passport, you get pulled out of the line. You think that maybe they want to give you a special service because you've seen the diplomatic passport. They put you in a room for 2 hours. You just leave you sitting there.
Since advocates we shall see
yes. Pull you out, leave you sitting there for 2 hours. embarrass you, because then you've gotten off a plane with Ghanaians and people see security people come and surround you and walk you into a room, set your bags and all of that, just to harass you.
Now,
but you see those things, they don't know me well. Those things, they give me hunger to pass this bill. It is those things that spur me on, because the more you try to break me, the harder I'll come at you.
And you've not gotten to a point where I say, Charlie, is this worth it? Why don't I forget this? And
oh, Obi, it is like we say in our faith, I've put my hands to the plow. There's no turning back. I've crossed the Rubicon. I've bent that bridge. I can't go back. And that's why, for me, recently, the shenanigans now, Attorney General, I said to him that, look, you better be careful. I can understand why the Attorney General made those comments last week. He made those comments 48 hours before the government went to the IMF, went for the board level. So he was pushed to him, because for the Attorney General to say in an interview with your sister station Joy that there are financial considerations in our bill,
or say the bill in its current form, if it's passed, the president might not assent.
The Attorney General was not being truthful. He was being dishonest.
Oh, quite so.
Because the Attorney General said to Parliament on record at the committee level that the bill in its current form is fit for purpose and does not impose a financial charge.
At the committee level,
me be a direct question. Me Sam George, me be a direct question. Me see, Honorable Godfrey Dami, I want to hear from you for the records. Is our bill, after we have gone through clause by clause, because ni report, in his report he had stated that there were financial considerations, but by the time he came before us, we had done a lot of work on the bill, and he running it through, and then I'm say, I want to find out from you, does this bill have any challenges, or are you comfortable with it? And the chairman of the committee, were overruling me question, because I was putting the Attorney General on the spot, and the Attorney General sought leave of the chairman and said he wants to answer, and said, Sam, quote me anywhere in the media that I said your bill is good. And in fact, even went ahead to tell me, say, I should quote him as saying, say, he supports the bill.
Godfrey Dami.
Put Godfrey Dami on the line today. Call him right now and let him deny that he said to me that I should quote him as saying that he supports the bill in its current shape and form, and that it is fit for purpose. In fact, before the committee, he said several things about how this bill expands the frontiers of our marriage. In fact, when it comes to the Marriage Act, he said that, look, as far as it's concerned, in fact, Section 104 of the Criminal Offences Act, Godfrey Dami said he thought that as it stands today on our books is discriminatory, and that this bill takes away the discrimination, because Section 104 talks about slightest level of penetration, and he holds the view, said lesbians cannot do penetration, and so our bill evens out, corrects that. He went ahead to cite the Children's Act and say when we say you cannot adopt or foster children, there have been amendments to the Children's Act, even in that, so we are strengthening the Children's Act. When we say we're voiding marriages, he said it is right, because the Marriage Act recognizes marriage as a union between a man and a woman. Our bill takes it further to say a union between a man and woman whose sex was determined biologically at birth. He was in favor of all of that, and I said, Godfrey Dami said to me that I should quote him anywhere that he supports the bill. So why is he now saying that if the bill went to the president could not sign that there are constitutional challenges? If the government was going for an IMF program 2 days later, he should have been minded about his comments, and that's what I'm saying. He will be part of the debate, and I will put it to him on the floor and bring the records from the committee, because committee records are part of the records of the House.
Okay.
So our Attorney General must let us know what his stance is. He should stop flip-flopping. If they were going to the IMF and they needed approval, that's fine. We understand it. We need to save our economy. It's fine. Go, but don't come and flip-flop and try and paint a picture that there is a problem with the bill after you yourself have said you support it, after you yourself have given it a clean bill of health. Go and take the committee's report. The committee's report that was laid on the Thursday before Parliament rose on the 30th of March includes the Attorney General's approval
of the
There is a paragraph that speaks about the Attorney General saying that he's comfortable with the bill.
As it stands
As it stands now. So what is he talking about?
Okay.
It is such hypocrisy that gets me worked up.
Yeah, but
You know, because your yes must be yes, your no must be no. Ultimately, we understand that yes, you had to go to the IMF, but did you by all means have to create a problem for the bill?
very well. I mean, you are even much more resolved now to see
Absolutely.
this through, despite all the personal costs to you.
Sure.
And Adinyina. But we say, Obi, do you recall any other alternative, knowledgeable voice on the communication subsector on the many issues that have come up in that sector aside Sam George? We sure can give it to him on that, right? Samson Ladi Anyanini and
Hey,
Abaye.
Samson. I'm grateful.
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
Yeah. And the Titus Glover and so say, hi Obi, I'm enjoying Sam George's discussion with you. I call him the spear.
Yes, he's see, I told you they were senior. Titus prayed for me.
Oh.
I can show you because he sent a message.
Yeah.
I can mention his name. He prayed for me to have victory. He called me and encouraged me because of the LGBTQ bill. And that's why he sent you a message. He says, as far as he's concerned on this matter, I am the spear and the whole country must back it.
So that was Honorable Sam George Chesena Ochechemu, what he's going through in his bid to make LGBTQ illegal in Ghana. A lot of people are saying, he should just forget about this fight and move on with life, because Ghana as a country has a lot of things not working. I'll bet me a channel the energy into. A lot of people are also saying, he is on the right path. For our comment section, if you are in support of what he's doing, and I say you are not in support, yeah, that's CP.
Vimbaz TV.